I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Rakwa, and double honors to the elders of GMS that rule well, and citation to the apostles, to the brothers that's living in truth, that's doing the work day and night, night and day, diligently. To you sincere sisters who is loving Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, loving yourself, respecting yourself, loving your husband, respecting your husband, loving your children, taking care of the home, staying positive, and staying diligent, learning in silence, and just staying focused. So yeah, I just want to make a quick video real quick. I just got off of work, not too long ago, and I just want to give a words of encouragement for any brothers or sisters that's that may be going through trying times. Just stay focused, stay positive. Keep the course at hand. Cause I know there's times where we're gonna need it. We need to be stable in all our ways. Make sure our minds are clear. And stay away from negativity, because there's gonna be times where you're gonna be tested. Your spirit's gonna be tested to see where you fit at and what's your place. So we live in a time where it's getting worse and worse, and the Most High is sending heavy judgment on this earth, man. And through all that mess, man, you want him to have mercy and compassion towards you. And just remember this, right? These are the signs that's coming. You see the world's in anguish, the world's going to war. A lot of evil things is occurring simultaneously, and it's very difficult to stay focused when you have a lot of distraction that's being placed in front of you. You have a lot of distraction when it comes to social media, and it plays a part of human lives, man. And sometimes we forget that that there's other things that can keep you occupied. Reading more, learning more, educating yourself more, but most importantly, reading the scriptures, man, because the Holy Bible is going to encourage you and give you the necessary tools to live life. This is for the Israelites that's already in the truth, and those who's considering to coming into the truth, knowing that they're Israel, and just trying to do the upright things, man. Trying to be trying to be right in their life for once. So we have a job to do, and we gotta keep fighting the good fight of faith. So I encourage you, brothers and sisters, to do the positive things, man. Even sometimes when you feel like you don't want to do it, you gotta push yourself. Sometimes you say, damn, I'm tired today, I can't do it. Do it anyway. When you're in a situation where you like, Yahweh, please give me strength. I need it. Sometimes we don't feel like it, but we have to push, because showing the Lord your effort, he's going to take 10 or 15 steps for you. So don't never feel discouraged. Don't never feel like you're lacking something because you don't see it's going your way. It doesn't mean that you're not capable of doing it. Just remember, man, your capabilities, we all have them. We all capable of excelling, but it takes a strong spirit, a strong-minded person to keep going, and the stability of that time that the Lord said in Isaiah the 33rd chapter, in the 6th verse. Stability will be is going to be important in these times, man, especially during the time of Jacob's trouble, where you see people losing their jobs, people are losing their minds, people can't even pay their bills, they're raising all these things, man, is getting inflated, it's getting high, it's getting costly. And, you know, people don't know how they're going to pay their rent. You know, we're living in the times where it's getting bad. It's becoming famished. It's going to get that way, like the scripture tells us, man. We're living in perilous times. And we got to stay diligent. We got to stay focused and disciplined. If you don't have any discipline, if you don't have any stability, you're not going to overcome what you're going through. You have to go do something, but you have to accept what you're going through. You can't cry about it, beg about it, just accept it. And once you accept and look at all angles and what was wrong and what was not wrong, you know how to further yourself, to push yourself. You know, sometimes, you know, we don't want to go through these things, but we need it. We need to go through these things because the Lord always have a season that's being prepared for you. You know, the Lord doesn't stop working because you stop believing or you stop, you know, you starting to lose your sense of faith, or, you know, because faith is given. And faith is given to those who was called to be chosen. To remember, the Lord said, I chose you from thy mother's womb. I knew you since thy mother's womb, Jeremiah 1:5. He knew us since the beginning. You know, we don't choose the Lord. He choose us. And that's what makes it so significant and so wonderful and so beautiful at the same time, because this is the same power that created life and death. You know, so, you know, we want to do the right things. And look, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all, but it's nothing wrong with trying to get there or to be of great essence. You know what I'm saying? So just remember, whatever you're going through, stay strong, stay diligent, pray, meditate. If you don't know what to pray, read Matthew, the 6th chapter, the Lord's Prayer. And you can go to the book of Psalms. And if you want to read more, you can go to the Apocrypha, the prayers of Azariah, you know, the prayers of Manasseh. You know, read these scriptures. As you know, it's going to help you. Read the prayers of David when he was crying out to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And while he was going through his tribulation, you know. But sometimes we got to go through these things because the Lord see fit. The Lord is not here to hurt you. He's here to make an example of his goodness so that he can get the glory and the praise. Our vanity, our self-glorification, or self-righteous acts doesn't cut it with the Lord. All the Lord sees that is just full of pride and puffiness. We puffed up, but no one can get past him, you know, with that foolishness. The Most High see everything. He knows everything from you from head to toe. You know, he created you to be that, you know, so whatever you're going through, don't worry. Because what the Yahushua told us? Yahushua told us, he said, even the birds, the crows, the ravens in them, don't worry about what tomorrow will bring. It has its own sufficiency. It's sufficient because the Lord has already given them what they're going to have for the next day. So the ravens they don't cry about it. The crows don't cry about it. The birds, the squirrels, they're going to eat. And not once we heard a squirrel come out and say, please, we hungry, help us, please. You know, I'm doing a positive video, and then, you know, Satan comes with these noises. You know, he's trying to distract. He tried to distract. It's like, that's why when I get on these videos, there's always something trying to hinder. If I'm out here or I'm in my car, you know, as you guys can see, noise got to start coming. Why is why it's coming? Because it's trying to take the seed that I'm trying to plant that might reach someone. And I hope this video do reach someone that that need to hear this. Brother or sister, if you're hearing this, please, don't get distracted. Stay focused. Don't never let no one deter you from your faith. Don't never let no one tell you that you're silly or foolish of serving the Lord. Don't let no one tell you these things. I don't care, what kind of background they're from. I don't care if they are whatever. It doesn't matter. Don't let anyone deter you from your faith. Because when it comes to other people with their belief system, no one really challenge them to a degree or deter them from their faith. But when it comes to us, Hebrews, right, that we accept that we know that we are the children of Israel. We know we're the children of the Most High. We are the lost tribes of the ghetto. We are the lost tribes of the nation of Israel, okay, that's living in the ghettos of America. We know who we are. We know we God's chosen, But I want to say this, don't you guys forget that, if something doesn't work out for you, keep going, keep trying, keep pushing. Don't quit. Don't quit. Sometimes you want to give it up, but stay diligent, stay strong. If the Lord is for you, who could be against you? You understand? That's the confidence and the faith and the encouragement that He is bestowing upon your life. So without those things, you can't be sufficient. You can't be the greatest of yourself. And for the record, we need fear. We have to operate in fear. The reason why I'm saying that is because fear plays a major part of life. Fear is something that we need to go and challenge. We can't run away from it. We have to run to it. Because, let me explain something to you. Once you face your fears, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. You have to face your fears, and once you face your fears, everything else is nothing. You can do anything in the Lord, man. And when it says in Philippians, it said you could do all things through Yahweh Bashem Shah Hamashiach Yahushua. So, with the world call him Jesus the Christ, but which us Hebrews, we don't call him that, so, the true brothers and sisters that's really keeping the name of the Lord. I'm not talking about other groups, anyway. So, I encourage you to stay strong. If you're at a job and you know that you can do it, and you're good for this promotion, keep working at it. If you know you're staying focused, you're helping others in need, and the Most High is going to deliver you and give you something, be grateful. Ask the Lord. He hear you. The Lord knows what I need. And I'm there. I'm getting closer. As soon as I thought I was gonna be who I thought I was gonna be or get this position, the Lord had to take it a step. He had to put me back to a degree. Not saying they said, wait a minute, why would the Lord put you back and the Lord only work forwardness? But it's the reason why I'm saying that is because sometimes when you trying to rush it, it's not the Lord's timing. So the Lord let it, He doesn't let you know that, you can't do it, because you can do it. It's just not your time. Like I said, I encourage everyone, and sometimes when I give news to people, whether it's good or bad, when I give bad news, it's not bad news to hurt you. People don't want to hear bad things, but that's not reality. You got to hear the scrutiny and the things that people are trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it really doesn't matter what people's doing. Sometimes you gotta let people know this is what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And they try to come against you. Your enemies, you have enemies out here because they don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you go to your highest limits. I'm not trying to say I'm the bearer of bad news. That's not what I'm trying to say. I tell the good, the bad, and the ugly because I gotta let people know what's real. Sometimes people have this fantasy They want to live in this dopamine delusion. And you gotta understand, if you're gonna talk about the good, the bad gotta come. If you're gonna talk about bad, you gotta talk about the good. It's a balance of life, you know. But you got some people that just bear bad gifts, bad news all the time. There's never nothing good for them. Those type of people you stay away from, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, someone has to tell the news of when it's time for you to shine. You know, and it's okay. Sometimes you may see people get something that you didn't get it yet, or you may see someone that, damn, why these people getting it? I ain't getting it. Because the Lord's gonna shine. He's gonna make your light shine bright than all the others. And I seen it. You know, I seen it happen to me. I seen it happen to other people in their testimonies that I heard them. And the Lord is gonna sift out the wicked ones from the ones that really truly care for you. You know, so for those that act like they care for you, they don't really care for you, then the Lord's gonna show you who they really are. And they're not worried about it because they doing them. But guess what? When you start doing you, don't allow them to come in to enjoy your light, your shine. Let them still do what they gotta do. You know what I mean? But you keep it peaceful and cordial, and you stay in the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of people out here that's doing a lot of negativity just because and praying on your downfall. They're not really giving a fuck about what you're trying to accomplish, you know. And that's of the wicked one. It's not of the Most High. The Most High is about seeing the growth of you as a person and seeing your spirit grow. Cause once your spirit grows, there's nothing in this world can touch you. Nothing can take you away what God has established for you, man. You know what God has already given. Who can take it away? You know, unless He say so. You know, so I just want to encourage you, brothers and sisters, and to do the right things, man. Stay positive, man. You know, don't never let no one see you feeling down or far as like you giving up. All hope is lost. Don't ever feel that way. Don't ever feel that way. It's gonna happen. The Lord will give you a break, but you gotta keep going, keep praying, stay strong, man. Prayer is needed in the nation of Israel, man. We are the nation of Israel. We are the Israelites, and we need that. That's our power. That's our strength. Prayer. That is our sword, our spiritual sword. We need the prayers, man. We need the sufficiency. We need these things for our lives, man, so we can become better. So, I just want to give you those encouraging words, and and just read the book of Job. Look what Job went through. Job went through so much adversity, and what did the Lord do for him at the end? The Lord did what? The Lord blessed him 10 or 15, 20 folds, right? Bless him with more than what he had in the beginning. He gave him back his strength, gave him back his mind, gave him back his everything. Like he never lost it. So the Lord can do all these things. The Lord can choose who He want to choose. And the Lord can do everything to make something go good. Look at the movie Caught Up with King Woodbine. I'm kind of like a movie person. I like to watch movies. And I like to get edification from movies, and I like to explain, to the viewers, but they got another brother on Facebook. He goes to another deeper level when it comes to movies. He has a different point of view. He wants someone to think this type of point of view, which, I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. And it's different. It's different from other commentators who's doing that type of work. But look at the movie Caught Up with like I said, with King Woodbine. He came out of prison. He wanted to go on a straight and narrow life. He didn't need no more distractions. Sometimes when you at the closest of what you have a bright idea of what you want to do and stay focused. Sometimes Satan comes and he said, nah, you ain't getting that right now. Nah, you ain't getting that. Sometimes he puts stumbling blocks in your threshold, you know what I'm saying, in your path, because he knows that if you get this, you're going to be the best that you can be in life. And he doesn't want that. You know, he don't want the unjust. He got them. He want the just so that you can be unjust. That's what he's trying to do. So in the film, in the movie called Caught Up, Bokeem Woodbine he came out of prison looking for a fresh start of life. And he wanted to open up this club, and he needed I think extra $10,000. He was short or whatever, I believe. Maybe it might be a little bit more. So his friend was kind of like, the sun wasn't right. His elevator didn't go all the way up upstairs, man. And he told him, I had the money, man. He said, go, for real, man, for you bullshit me. He said, nah, I got the money, man. So he said, I'm offering you the money, nigga. Do you want the money? Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. So he said, come on, man. So he went, and he said, yo, man, you really got your money up here? He said, yeah, man, I got my money up in here, man. And I'm going to give it to you, man. He said, I believe in you. Which he did, but he went wrong about it. The dude rolls into the bank. He said, I'll be right back. So Bokeem Woodbine sat there and didn't think of that nothing was going to happen. And when his friend came out, started shooting, pow, 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 pow. He said, oh, damn. So his friend ran to the car and said, I remember drive. So now he's an accomplice of a robbery because you're dealing with this dude. And he said, I just got out of prison. He was mad to the dude counting the money. And he shot. He's like, oh, I'm shot. He counting the money. He said, 1, 2. Bokeem Woodbine smacking it down. F that money. That money don't even matter no more because we just robbed clean money. It's dirty now because we got it. And now our fingerprints and the getaway car is in my name, and now they got the license plate. He's just mad. So now the cops is chasing him. Now the guy goes, he's shooting the police, and now he goes back into prison. Right? He goes back into prison. He do another bid, came out, but this time he wasn't letting nobody take him or bring him into any kind of foolishness. So while he was in there, he was educating his mind, educating his spirit, educating his mind, feeding his spirit, feeding his soul, and trying to do right this time. But as time came out, when he came out again, another situation he had so many problems because he was trying to get through the problems to get what he needed. And he thought that he wasn't going to make it, you know. And you guys need to see the movie, man. I'm just using him as well because through all his adversity, you know, the Lord has still had compassion for the brother. You know what I mean? So whatever you're going through in life, man, don't never let nobody hinder you. Don't be around the wrong crowd. Don't be with the wrong people. See people for who they are, man. Watch people for how they move, man, in circles, man. You know, watch everyone, man. Be on your P's and Q's and have a very good, observant of an eye to watch people, man. Watch others and what they do. Sometimes people don't mean well. People don't have the courage. Excuse me, not courage. They don't see you making it. You know, they know you can do it, but they're afraid because they know that if you get there, you're gonna outshine them. And that's the thing about life. People say, oh, you change, you because you got this money now. You change. No, you didn't change. Yeah, you still the same. You still you, but you change your environment. You change the circumstances that's in your life. So when the circumstances change in your life for the better, you got to conduct yourself even better. So, you just can't harbor and do the same things. You have to grow. Growing is okay. Sometimes you gotta outgrow people so that you can do what's beneficial to your life. And it's okay to outgrow people. We have to outgrow people, man. And that's the bottom line, So, and don't feel bad if someone outgrow you, and just know that, you see them and you take a picture of their book and you learn and you do the right thing and you outgrow others or show others that you can do the right thing, man. So this, I just encourage you guys to stay positive, man. If whatever you're going through, man, I pray for you, and I pray for the times is at hand, Yahweh Shem Shai, like I said, send a judgment to this earth, and us being the prophets, us watching, seeing these things, man. Our job is to give you warning and tell you what's going on, man, because this is dangerous out here, man. So we care for you. We want to see people, change their lives, man, and for the better, man. It's not about just us. It's about the message that the Lord has established for the nation of Israel. We don't get the glory. We don't get the shout out. We gotta give the glory and the praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Yahweh is the head of all of us, man. Then Yahushua. Okay? So just keep that in mind. All right. So I hope this video was edifying. I hope you brothers and sisters was I hope this meant a lot to you guys. So, shalom.